What's going on, guys? Girls, Rob here, and I'm not wiping my nose. I am wiping my mustache and beard because I just finished eating uh, peanut butter sandwiches and uh, potato chips, and actually my sister-in-law made cake, a strawberry cake, so I ate a couple of pieces of that. And news of the day, I guess. What's up, Philip? News of the day is the clowns on Capitol Hill. There's 100 of them. They're called senators. If you haven't seen them lately, I don't understand what any of them are doing. They're all trying to figure out how much money to give each individual person in the United States. And they can't agree on anything. They can't agree on anything. I feel for the people that are hurting financially, that need respirators, whatever you need. And these idiots up there, one and all, Republican, Democrat, Independents, they, to me, I just don't understand them. I just don't understand them. Pull somebody in the corner and say, look, this has got to get done. Do it. But no, I watched about 4 hours today, and I don't watch news. I don't watch CNN. I don't watch CNBC. I don't watch Fox News. I don't watch any of it. If you watch it, they tell you your blood pressure is going up. Well, I sat there and watched it all day today, and they were just. I watched C-SPAN. I think that's what you call it, where I'm actually watching them debate this garbage, and I'm like, you know what? These clowns, if any of them get voted back in now, it's because of us. It's total. It's reached the garbage point now. But I don't talk a lot of politics on my channel, but I'm just like, there are people out here that need things. Help them out. The government, and I'm not one that the government needs to be paying, everybody and take care of us all the time. But this is a situation that we've never had before. Take care of the situation, shut your mouth, and do your job. That's all you got to do. So I'm done talking about that. Philip just said, well, I lost in baseball. Yeah, lost in baseball earlier today. Don Heston, welcome. Yeah, if you didn't watch earlier today, I had the Astros, G Puck, one of our newer subscribers and friend. He had the Braves, and they gave me a good whipping today, 4-2. One game, so game 2 will be probably tomorrow. And he said that he's going with, who did he say he's going to pitch? I forgot. It's not Max Fried, but he's going to, whoever it is, he's got, I know who it is, Mike Foltynewicz. He's going with Foltynewicz tomorrow. And I am going with, I don't know. Who am I going with tomorrow? Who did I say? Who did I say I'm pitching tomorrow? Playing NPNG Plus baseball. Framber Valdez. He only pitched 5 games, but he's a really hard guy to hit. So I got Framber Valdez. He's got Mike Foltynewicz. So probably first team to score wins. And had a lot of fun today. That was a lot of fun. I ate my potato chips. I ate my peanut butter sandwiches. Stayed at home all day today. Didn't run any fuel. If you haven't heard, and this is coming from someone that works in a Walmart, okay? They being the federal government, not the state government. Federal government is wanting people to stay at home, okay? People are not staying at home. People are still working. People are still doing what they have to do. They know how to make you stay at home. Good evening. I have to write a prescription for him. Oh, I just got out of the shower. That's what I just did. I look like I haven't combed my hair in a month. Um, what are they? They are considering, and I'm talking about the federal government shutting down the gas trucks, fuel, not delivering it to different places. Thus, once you give out of gas, you're not going anywhere. So, a little whisper to you guys: fill up your vehicles daily. Fill them up daily. If you got a 5 gallon gas can, fill it up. They're not going to warn you. They're not going to warn you and say, "Well, next week we're going to start. We're going to shut gas off to local areas or whatever." Could get to gas coupons, kind of like it did in the 70s. I don't know what's going to happen, but I look for them to be more strict than they've been so far. Virginia we're out in the boons, so I can walk. I've got a half-acre land. I can walk outside. I can talk to my neighbor and still be 40 yards away, either one. So I can do that here. But go to Walmart, go to the stores, Food Line, whatever. You cannot, you can't keep that 6 foot limit or 10 foot limit, whatever, and you just can't do it. So I think it's going to get worse before it gets better as far as the federal government or state governments having to come down hard on us. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard that it's going to get worse before it gets better. Do you guys know what movie that's from? My favorite movie of all time, and I'll even go as far as to tell you who says it. The guy passed away a few years ago. His name's Patrick Swayze. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Yeah, I love that movie. I'm not going to tell you the movie yet. You guys can get back to me and let me know. But he's in a movie, and everybody's like, "Yeah, man, you're doing a great job." Well, it's going to get worse before it gets better. So think on that. We'll see the military on the streets before this is over. So you may be right. You may be right. We may have the National Guard out here on our asses before it's over with. Philip's close. Philip's close. Somebody help him out. My favorite movie of all time. Terry Funk was in it. What's my man's name? He talks like this. Yeah, Roadhouse. There you go, Don. Don Heston. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I love that movie. I can sit and watch it all the time. Yeah. I'm not a movie person. So obviously, and there's been a Roadhouse 2 or whatever since then. That was all right, but it's not as good. But that was like 89, 7 or something. But I don't watch movies. But that was one I always liked. I always liked that movie. It was just, I thought it was ultra cool. Just an ultra cool movie. And, I just thought it was a good movie. Maybe, probably nobody else watched it, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. I can't do as good as he does. But, yeah, you're right, Amish Elvis. It may, hello from Cell Block, California. What's up, Derek Dodgers? You're right, Amish Elvis. It may come to the point where the military especially has to go to the streets of some cities that people just not listening. If they come down to stay off the streets or you're going to get a ticket, that might slow them down here in the state of Virginia. Nobody here likes tickets. I don't care, moving violations, whatever. They don't want a ticket. But I don't know how far this may be the way they make us a cashless society. Everything will be like things like Bitcoin. And you could we just got a statewide alert to stay home. Yeah. There'll be no Dodgers on this team. It's, we just don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen, man. We really don't. Um, do I think we're halfway through it? Not even a chance. Sadly, I really don't. But everybody that I've talked to in live chat realizes that. I don't think they're reserved to the fact that it's going to be bad, but I think everybody's just realized the severity of this. And everybody I've talked to says Memorial Day, June 1st. And I think people realize that, um, April 1st is only what, a week away. April 1st is probably not that's probably ludicrous. Um, Another thing, being that the federal government, did they push back the tax day? I think he pushed tax day back. It's generally what, April 15th. Uh, I think it's like June 15th, July 15th, something like it. Then they push it back 2 or 3 months. I think. Tax day is July 15th. Yeah, yeah. So if the government is pushing taxes back from April to July, do I actually think we're going to be back out here to a normal society by April 15th? I don't think so. That's me. Um, and I'm hoping the folks that were on the channel a week to 10 days ago, whatever, and said probably Memorial Day of June 1st. I hope you're right. That's a long time, yes, but it could be worse. It could be worse. It's it, and then, like Amish Elvis says, people watch YouTube now. People are watching YouTube now in droves. Um, if you hadn't noticed it yesterday, NASCAR had an iRacing event. Everybody has a computer. Everybody, they did this. All of them that raced has a steering wheel and has pedal set and a gear shifter, and three screens, like whatever size they want, but for the computer, and it got awesome ratings. Granted, I didn't watch it live. I watched it later, but it got great ratings, and I think they're planning on doing it next week. I think that's probably what they should probably do. Horse racing is still going on. I ended up running into that on what, TVG or something like that. I love to watch horse racing anyway, but they're still racing. Gulfstream Park, different places, they're still racing the horses. They really are. And Friday or Saturday, one of those 2 days, was the biggest day ever for new people to like enroll from home or whatever. It's kind of like a PayPal you can get into. You can put some money on an account, bet on a horse, and it stays in that account until you pull money. It's kind of like a PayPal. But it was a Friday or Saturday one was the biggest day since like its first day ever. And they've been out, what, 15 years, 20 years? So that tells you people are, they are, just really, really aching to do something. And nobody wants to watch. Nobody, and look, I'm a sports fan. Nobody wants to sit here and watch the 2018 U.S. Open. Nobody wants to sit here and watch the 2015 Australian Tennis Open. Nobody wants to sit here and watch the 2012 Olympics or the X Games. I don't even want to watch the X Games if they're live. I'm sorry. I'm just not an X Games person. But who wants to sit and watch it from 4 years ago? Come on. That's just, and then the worst of all, Now we're going to have, I don't know, Stephen A. Smith and this idiot, which is clown, that knows boxing. What is his name? This dude's a clown. I mean, he is the real clown of clowns. I thought Stephen A. Smith took the cake, but this Max Kellerman's his name. That's a clown of clowns. Tom Brady knew he didn't have a home in New England. If you turn that TV on tomorrow morning, they're talking about Tom Brady. What can he do now? What can he do right now? He's sitting at home just like the rest of us. Tom Brady has signed with Tampa. That story's over with. Well, he's going to have a better year in Tampa than he did in New England. Flip it over to Fox Sports 1. You watch this guy, what's his name? Shannon Sharpe. Dude got about 90 damn teeth in his mouth. Yeah, he got about 90 damn teeth in his mouth. Well, I think Tom Brady's going to have a tough time next year. Let it go, folks. Let it go. We know Tom Brady's with Tampa. Come on. And then you got to listen to Mike Golick's son, Golick Jr. And I wonder how he got that job. I'm sick of all of the guys talking about sports right now. Go home, sit down with your families, eat a peanut butter sandwich, eat some potato chips, try to get some of that strawberry cake from my sister-in-law, and do something else. But to turn it on the TV every morning, well, we got First Take going this morning with Mike Greenberg, and our big story of the day is what's Tom Brady going to do next year? Is he going to be going 12-4, 4-12? What do you think? Come on. Yeah, after a while, you beat a dead horse down a little while, it's enough. It's enough. He's going to Tampa. We don't know why he went. If you pull him in the studio and then interview him, great. But he's been quiet the whole time. Oh, really? Yeah, I was able to get a couple of cases of water and some paper towels. They didn't have toilet paper yet, but we've got plenty of that. But to me, I just don't understand why the news networks is showing all this stuff, or sports channels are just constantly on this. Well, Brady had to go somewhere because they didn't want him anymore, or Brady got so tired of him he left. We don't know. We don't know. How many people picked Tampa as a place to him land? I didn't. I said all along I thought he would leave. But Tampa, everybody said the Raiders, everybody said the Chargers. It was the best kept secret because he kept his mouth shut. His family kept his mouth shut. Tom Brady's useless right now. Well, I still think Tom Brady can be a good quarterback. But nobody out there, no football player right now is worth anything to us right now, other than if they want to come out and support somebody or try to come on TV and say, look, folks, stay at home. I haven't seen a single football, baseball, basketball player come out and say, look, you guys stay at home, please. We need you. Cost them 10 seconds of their day. Oh, we just hadn't seen that. Watch this large Charmin roll sell for over $4,000 last night. yeah, Dalton. And now it looks like maybe Dalton's going to end up in New England, but we don't know. We don't know. And if they sign somebody, talk about it. Couple days, let it go. Let it go. Yeah. If you missed earlier today, NPNG Plus, me and G Puck, definitely not on now. He has to be at work like 3:34 in the morning, something like that. And he's up there where it's pouring down snow in Massachusetts right now. He's got the 2018 Braves. I've got the 2018 Astros. We played today in Atlanta. He won 4-2, and we're going to try to play again tomorrow if possible, and it'll be game 2 in Atlanta as well. So I look forward to that. I actually got my wife's score sheets right here. She does the best. She does the best. See, I like that because I got plenty of room to put everything I need there, and then I can do all my scribbling and scrapping down at the bottom. But I like your wife's better than I'm sorry, History Maker Baseball. I just like your wife's better. It's basic. Now I can put down all my stats. Let's see. What else we're going to talk about? Something else. Big shout out to Duck Commander. I watch some of Jace Robertson, the Robertson clan, the whole Robertson clan. They really do. They really are good people, I think. And I was actually going to say something to Dave Little about them, because I know Dave talks about his journey with Jesus, and they really are good people, I think, and they are always on tour now and talking about the Bible and talking about the Lord, and I just think they do some good stuff. They do a lot of good hunting too, so I can watch that. Jace is actually my favorite of the bunch. I don't know why, but he is, and I can watch that all the time. I watch American Pickers. If my dad is here, he's watched every episode probably 20 times. And if it's on Mondays, whatever nights, whatever days it's on, my dad is watching American Pickers. He just calls it Pickers. And while we were out of town last week, we did a little bit of picking ourselves, and he loves that. He loves that when me and my wife would go out, take him with us. He'll sit in the front seat the whole time, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I got this directions here. Stop here. Okay, that's cool." Whether it's indoor yard sale, indoor flea market, indoor thrift shop, whatever, we do a lot of that. So we enjoy that, and me and my wife especially. My mom likes it pretty good too, and we picked up a lot of stuff last week. We got a lot of toys, got a lot of different things, and it just depends on where you're at, and it's all timing. It's all it is, timing and the place you're at. It's either sometimes it can be really bad, sometimes really good. And actually, we were there just before they started all the lockdowns and stuff everywhere, and we went to some Goodwills, went to a lot of different places, and had a lot of success early last weekend. And then by Monday or Tuesday of last week, we started slowing down. But the weekend we did real well, and actually I found a couple of cool toys at a toy store. It was like antique toy store, very cool, like push trains and stuff on wood tracks, stuff like that. That they are really popular. They really are, and any kind of dolls you can find. That's always a hot item. The Rams are putting on a telethon tomorrow to help with the United Way and help the poor. Oh wow, really? Now, why don't we hear about that on some of these channels? Big ups to the Rams. Who's the ownership group of the Rams now? I know it used to be Georgia Frontiere. Georgia Frontiere was she had played a big part in them leaving LA, going to St. Louis. But I want to say maybe she passed away and then they moved back to LA. Is that close? Or maybe she moved them back to LA. I don't know. But I know Georgia Frontiere, she was well known as a Rams owner for a while. I don't know who their ownership group is now, but Derek Dodgers Royals fan said the Rams are putting on a telethon tomorrow to help with the United Way, help the poor. So big ups to the Rams. Big Stan Kroenke. Okay. Sam, oh wow. His wife is Sam Walton's daughter. Oh, I wonder how much money he's got, right? Wow. Yeah, Walmarty. Walmarty. Oh, Stan Kroenke. Okay, I think I'd heard that name. He's been the owner for a while, and he probably did he buy the team before they moved back to L.A. Probably did. He probably already owned it. And she was an older lady. She was a nice looking older lady, but I know I want to say she was the owner when they won the Super Bowl with Kurt Warner. I think George Frontiere was still the owner then. Yeah, she did. Okay, all right. So, yeah, remembering different people is always hard. I know Benson down in New Orleans. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but he was a real hands-on owner. Maybe not as Frontier moved him to St. I thought she took him to St. Louis. Yeah, I thought she did. She up and moved him, and then um, Crunky moved him back to L.A. Okay, that's cool. Um, so many hands-on owners out there. Just some of them just got too much hands-on. Jerry Jones, um, owner of the Redskins. He's just over. He's over the top, hands-on. It's just nuts. And there's a lot of them like that. But you got to have yourself a good front office to be a good team. And the Patriots have exemplified that for the last 20 years. Um, once, um, once coach and New England, once he started picking his players, he was successful. So we're going to see what he can do. Um, Belichick. Uh, of course, he before he was there, he was in Cleveland and stunk a joint up. But we'll see. Is it player driven or is it coach driven? We may find out more about that this year. I got a feeling both will probably take a lean. I think Tampa will be a better team than they were. I think New England probably goes down a little bit. I don't think they're going to be quite as good. But who knows? Who knows? And but all we ever hear is Tom Brady going to throw for this, or is he going to do this? They don't even talk about the team, and that just gets overlooked, and it's really sad. They're still going to have the NFL draft as scheduled, keeping everybody at home, and they're going to have cameras at different players' houses. So if when Tua gets picked, not if, but when Tua gets picked, they'll be able to put a camera right in his face and say, "Congrats on being at wherever." Burrow, the same thing. Chase Young, I still say he's not going to Washington. Um, I think Washington's going to trade down. We'll see. That may be the perfect chance for New England to jump up there and get somebody. We'll see. But I've said all along, I think Washington will trade down and try to get as many draft picks as they possibly can. They need it. They signed a quarterback today, in fact, and hear nothing about that. It wasn't a frontline quarterback, but they signed somebody as a quarterback today. So that probably tells Alex Smith your walking papers are at the door. Yeah, Rams let Gurley go, and they released him outright, and then Gurley went to Atlanta for $6 million. Well, I couldn't believe that. I was expecting 1.5, 2 million, something like that. $6 million, and maybe not. Maybe not Amish Elvis. I'm not going to shave my hair. Hell, I don't have that much, but I don't have a bald spot in the back anyway. That's the main thing. But yeah, we won't do that. We just let my hair just kind of set up there any kind of way it wants to. Um, Still got to write much 50, almost 53 years old, so it's still sitting there anyway. But yeah, she's watching Food Network, so that's her thing. Um, And they're always talking about um, how bad the food was. I can't get all into that. I don't watch that very much. Soccer Blast to be coming back later in the week. I think I'm gonna do a wrestling broadcast pretty soon. We're gonna have a baseball game probably tomorrow, but between now and then, I may get a wrestling video tomorrow. How many people are stuck at home? Can't go to work? Can't? I mean, you're at home. You are at home. How many of you are that way? How many can go to work? And then how many of you are just like, you know, I'm doing what I want to do, whether I want to go to the store, whether I want to go to the Moose Lodge, or I want to go to the local bar, or I want to go to the grocery store. Um, how's it working out for you guys? Um, we can go out. I can go to Walmart if I want to. Amish Elvis is home. We've got enough food and stuff to make it for a few weeks if we needed to. My mom lives half mile down, a quarter mile down the road. I can drive down there, check on them if I want to, her cats, whatever. They're home now too. And if I want to go to Walmart, it's still open to us, staying home as much as possible. I'm with you, Don. I just, I'm more of the thinking, stuck at home except for groceries and other essentials. All our cell phones went off telling us to stay. Oh, really? Wow. Kind of like an Amber Alert. Yeah, stay the hell at home. Wow. We haven't had that go do that yet. Um, I'm more of the thinking that I fear that I could be a carrier. And I think everybody should fear this. When you're in relatively good health, I don't want to. I'm not going down to go hug my mom and dad. I'm not going up to people at the grocery store and say, "How you doing?" Hug them. I'm not doing that. I'm feeling good. The wife's feeling okay. The last thing we need is to get around people. So that's my fear. I don't think. I've been feeling great for 3 weeks, almost a month, but I would hate it. I mean, you don't even know how bad I would feel if it ended up being that I was a carrier of this thing, never knowing it, and then something happened to somebody. So that's the reason I'm just keeping a lay low attitude, trying to stay home. Um, they say 14 days it kind of works its way out of you if you've got it. Um, but I felt really good over the last two and a half weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I was sick prior to that, but I went to the doctor and they gave me meds right off the bat. So the doctor checked me out and, Rob, this is what we got for you. Okay. So I felt better after that. So yeah, our cell phones have not done anything like that yet. I think California, New York, some of those the states with like LA in it, and state with New York City in it, they're actually, man, I heard a number last night. I went to Taco Bell for lunch today. Only the drive-through. Yeah, that's the only thing that's been open pretty much here, unless you're going to take food out. You can go in like an Italian restaurant around here, but you got to leave with it. You can't sit inside. But I actually, what was I going to say? Geez. Oh man, I was right in the middle of saying something. Yeah, only drive through. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Can't believe I just forgot about it. I just blacked out or blinked out on it or whatever. Yeah, drive through and carry out only here too. What was I gonna say? I'm actually waiting on some tires at Walmart. So now I got to kind of pick the right time. Okay, when do I want to get some tires put on my car before I get it inspected? all that type stuff's going on now. It's crazy. I let my fishing license give out. I never let my fishing license give out. I let it give out on me. I've got a driver's license I have to go get in the next week or two. Well, not even 2 weeks. So I'm going to be. Gas is still $3.29 here. Gas is $1.57.9 here. It went down 2 more cents. $1.57.9. So less than half of yours. It's crazy. The cheapest it's been since 2004. 2004. If we do get as low as 142, it'd be 2003 for us. So I don't know whether we'll get 142. That's 15 more cents. I don't know. As long as the government is still doing what they're doing and piddling around doing whatever crap they're deciding whether they're going to give us a check or not a check, whatever. And as long as people still able to drive on the roads and stuff, gas prices are going to keep going down until somebody hits the whammo. And the whammo will be when somebody gets a something to slow us, or a shot that you can get to prevent having it. And then you can better believe whoever comes up with that, they're gonna get some money. They're gonna get some money if somebody comes up with the antidote. A weird thing I heard on television, and I don't know if anybody else heard it or if it just was I asleep when I heard this. China says they've not had any more cases of this. Did I hear that right? We've had no new cases in China. I thought I heard this. And I'm thinking to myself, what? What? There are no new cases of this in China. Now, I may have just heard that. I may have just, not in several days. But Lord of mercy, every day here, I know what I was going to say. Every day here, it's just getting more and more. And I tell you what I heard. Governor Cuomo, Governor whoever in New York, said before it is over in New York City, between 40 and 80% of the people in that city will have gotten this COVID-19. 40 to 80% of the people are the people there that damn hard-headed they won't stay in their house, stay away from somebody else. And what do they have to do to people? But I actually heard that number said something about 40 to 80% of the people in New York City was going to get this damn thing. I'm just like, whoa. 10%'s high. 1 out of every 10 is high, but 4 out of every, or 8 out of every 10, that's crazy. So wherever you are in this country, if you're going to get on an airplane, Newsom is saying 55% of us in California. Wow, that's crazy. If you're in California, you stay put in your house. If you're in New York, stay put in your house. If you're in one of the other 48 states, do not fly to New York or California. That's what tells me right there. If you're going to go fly somewhere, fly to one of the smallest airports in the country, get out and go out in the country somewhere. Go rent a cabin somewhere and stay there for a month. Take a fishing rod, take a gun, go hunting, go fishing, and stay gone for a month. I don't know what else to tell people. You really don't know. If we could do it, I'd do it. If me and my wife could do that, I certainly would. I would just pick up and just go. We're unable to do that. Our situation, we're not able to just pick up and just go. We just can't do it. But if money's not an object to somebody and they're able to grab enough groceries, to fill a car or truck up, stuff, crackers, peanut butter, bread, water. You don't even need milk. People are always saying milk. Hell, you just need water. Then if you're going somewhere in the country, you may even have good enough water if you got a spring. You know, live off the land, eat some fish one day, peanut butter crackers and sandwiches the next day, cheese sandwich, whatever. Today, Indiana's governor closed the state. Not exactly what that means, though. I haven't read anything yet. Amish Elvis, I tell you what I think's coming, and it's just me. I think it's going to eventually come to where places they're going to stop delivering fuel to places. They're just going to put a stop to. All right, let's stop delivering gas nationwide. I would live to just get up and go. Oh, I would probably love. I would love just to go somewhere, but I don't want to get lynched for doing so. Yeah, that's right. I can understand that, and and uh, I got a picture right here. Kind of shows. I'll kind of show you what I've got going on. If I want to go out here and crank up my tractor, lawn tractor, I can go ride. Don't have far to go, but still, I mean, look, see, that's the nearest houses to me, and there are ways. I mean, if you don't scream and scream loud, they're not going to hear me. And that little red building's mine, and then behind that's all their stuff. So, I've got enough room where I can go outside. I've got enough room I can let the rain fall on my head. I got enough room I can go out there and mow my grass, and I don't have to worry about anybody. But man, I have lived in apartment complexes. I've lived in Philadelphia. I know we were there in what year was it? Oh my God, 2011. Gas regular here, 189. Amish Elvis, 189. Right now, 157.9 here. It was a 159 the other day. I showed that to you guys though. 159. Here it is. That's 159 right there. Unleaded. 159.9. But it's actually we're allowed to do yard work, get out and walk, just not around others. Yeah. And the thing is, we were in Philly like 2011, 2012, 34 inches of snow fell. Okay, in an apartment where we couldn't even walk outside our door. You talking about feeling like the walls are closing in, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel that way, okay? But I'm just saying that's the way it felt to me, and it just, oh man, it was so hard, and probably maybe coming on YouTube may help you. I hope it does. Anybody having problems and stuff, like, man, this is just, because I have like nervous type things. I had taken anxiety medication when, just at times, not much, not often anymore, but I used to a lot in Philadelphia because it was just like, I feel like the walls are just closing in on me because I've always lived in the country in my whole life. 35 years I live in the country. Then I meet my wife. I move up to Philly. We live up there for 12 years. And, you adapt. You adapt. You have to. But it's hard. It's hard. The first time she moved down here, she was like, where the hell's the street lights? And I'm like, no. Flashlight. If you need a flashlight, you walk outside, you got a flashlight. You listen for dogs, you listen for raccoons, you definitely listen for snakes. If you hear, you move out the way. Yeah. Deer, you try to see them if you can. And really now they're starting, bears are starting in the area, but we really haven't had, knock on wood yet, any bears around here to really bother us. But, it's so much different. I look outside if I look outside any of the four windows, any side, it's probably dark. It might be a street light down the street a little ways, but still, it's just so much different than the city. It really is. But, I realize if I have a problem, I can call neighbors and say, look, I need you to take me to the doctor. I need you to take my wife to the doctor. And they'll do that. We know our neighbors. Let's say it that way. And that helps. But, when I lived up there, I would freak the hell out. I would. I like 32, and it's you got 31 inches, and you're watching the TV. That's the worst thing you do. Watch TV, and nothing's on except, I'm looking at the radar here, and it looks like we may get 4 more inches of snow tonight, and maybe 2 more in the morning. So we'll probably end up with 36 inches of snow. Not exactly what you want to hear if you're already looking outside. You're nervous. No vehicles are moving, nothing. And it's like, okay, what if something happened? And that's the thinking of people that have that nervous anxiety deal. What if something? What if something? Rather than just relax and just try to just live life. And that's hard for me to do. It really is. It's really hard for me to live life sometimes. It's just like, what if this happens? And you can't live life that way. It's sad, but that's the way I live life, and it's not the right way. I guess I've been told a bunch of times it's not the way to do it, but it's still hard to change, folks. It's still hard to change. You in your 50s. It's hard somebody to change you, but I do my best. I hope you guys will stick around and watch whatever we got going on my channel, whether we're just talking. Just talking to one another, you guys out here on live chat with me, just hanging out with me. If you get bored watching TV, like I don't mind the staying home, it's a stress of the, oh no, what now stuff. And that's the thing. Keep the news off, man. Keep the news turned off. Click local news, any of it. Click it off. Turn it off. I turned it on C-SPAN today, and I watched it for 2 or 3 hours because I really wanted to see what the argument was as to why they want to send us money or why they don't want to send us money or whatever it is. And the arguments were just, ludicrous from both sides. But I watched 2 or 3 hours of it. I really did. I didn't get upset by it as much as I was just laughing at them. But as far as, the COVID-19 virus has hit 18 more people, that's the last thing you need to be watching. You do not need to be watching that. And if that includes watching Sports Center, where 5 more athletes have a COVID virus, you don't want to watch it. Watch a movie. If you guys watch movies, watch a movie. Stay on YouTube. You don't have to sit here and watch my crappy channel all the time, but it's great if you do. But go to Anthony's channel. I can't roll any games because of all the disruptions. Such as, I don't know what, like, do you have a lot of people in your house or what you got going on there? Watch Anthony's channel, Bleacher Bums Gaming. He just started a welterweight set, so I'm gonna try to get a hold of the welterweight set as soon as I possibly can, and then who knows what, but. I got the middleweight, lightweight, and heavyweight, so I can always get some boxing matches going. And I'm not trying to act stupid, Derek. I just don't, I just didn't understand that comment. I didn't know whether it's so many people at your house, quote unquote, disruptions inside your house, apartment complex. There's just so many people running their mouth all the time, or just can't shut up, or little ones, children, whatever. Because God bless. It's just me and my wife, and we got 7 rooms here, whatever, 6 rooms. So we got room enough to move around a little bit, and I was just wondering. So if I overstepped my bounds, I apologize there. I was wondering why you couldn't roll into games, but I will watch stuff, and I have had people ask me, what do I watch on YouTube? Family members bugging me, all the fear mongering. Yeah, running errands for my mom, my sister dealing with her kidney. Oh, I got you. It's just family stuff, family situations. I got you. Yeah, and I can't stay at my parents' house for long. I'll go visit, But I know when I get there, Fox News is on, and and nothing against Fox News. I don't want to watch no news because you know what it's going to have up on there. COVID virus forbid to do it. I just don't want to see it. So, okay. I'll go get that for you right now. Wife is having a little bit of a back problem, so I am going to go grab her some medication. You guys have a great, great rest of your night. I will, I certainly hope. Going to check on my mom, and she is watching all the fear mongering. Yeah, yeah, and that gets on me. That I try to tell them, look, watch stuff on demand. Flip it on demand. Watch some music. Flip whatever. Watch Grand Ole Opry. Do this, do that, and they just don't listen to me. My wife, she'll sit here and watch Food Network, stuff like that, and I'm like, perfect. We are just not news hounds, and I'm glad we're not. Next time I come on the air, I will actually tell you guys what I watch on YouTube. You're not going to believe it. You will not believe what I watch on YouTube. You're going to be like, yeah. But I do watch some stuff and it's addictive. So, and it's nothing wrong with what I watch. It's nothing. It's just like, okay. And why are you watching? My wife would be like, oh, and why are you watching it? And then she sat and watched it too. I will tell you more about it the next time. I promise you guys, I will tell you what I watch on YouTube. It's some crazy stuff, but it's really not that. It's not nutty or anything. It's just, yeah. I tell you what. I will tell you the name of it now. It's called Jells, JELLES, Marble racing, and they actually race marbles. It's crazy. It's Jells marble racing or whatever. Check it out. I mean, you actually find one that you end up liking, and then you start watching marble races. It's addictive. It's crazy. I understand it. If you flip it off of it, you're like, okay, Rob's a nut. Fully understand it. But if you watch it a couple times, you'll be like, okay, this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Racing down mountains on tracks, whatever. Check it out. It's funny to watch anyway. No, I'm not watching Dr. Pimple Popper. That one in there watches Dr. Pimple. She's in there cheering you, Don Huston. Don Huston, you are an evil person. You are an evil person. She sits in there and watches that crap. I cannot watch that. No. I do not watch Dr. Pimple Popper. I also watch.
Did you watch the Foot Doctor one too?
Did he watch a Foot Doctor? Do you watch the Foot Doctor one too? This is Rob. Rob is a Westerns guy. I watch Bat Masterson on demand. I watch Cheyenne Show on demand. He didn't say whether he watched the Foot Doctor or not. He just said, "Ha." I like Westerns. That master. My mom watches that 600-pound life. Haven't seen the Foot Doctor. He hadn't seen the Foot Doctor. No, she'll watch it. Not Rob. Rob will not sit and watch that. Rob will watch. Once in a while, I'll watch a kid chef. Kids making their cakes and stuff. That's pretty cool. I can sit and watch that, especially if it's something I can learn to make. She'll sit. Lord, she is got the patience of Job. She'll sit there and watch baseball with me. The Phillies, she enjoys watching, but she'll sit there and watch any team with me if they're playing baseball. So that's our big thing. We love to watch Major League Baseball. That's our biggest thing. We get the baseball network, whatever it is, online. I mean, on our cable. But we just, we didn't order it yet because we don't know what's going to happen. Looks like it's probably going to be 100, 110 games at maximum anyway. So we'll see what happens. Going to go pick her up a pill for her back. Her back's been really bothering her. may end up having to take her to the emergency room before it's over with. She's just not having a good night, guys. So let's hope. Give a little prayer out to Mrs. Rob. And until I see you again, thanks so much for supporting my channel. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Derek. Who else here? Thank Amish Elvis. Thanks, Philip. I was thinking maybe one more person slid in here. Maybe not. Yep, I didn't see anybody else now. So, yeah, just, be safe, guys. Don't get all worked up by the news. Don't let the news work you up, because guess what? It's not a lot we can do. Will they tell us good news or bad news? If it is good news, spread the word. Spread the word. But if it's not good news, we don't need to hear it and have people tell us about it every day. We just don't need that. So have fun. Try to have as much fun as you can. If you got board games out there, play the heck out of them. Play the crap out of them right now. I'll try to get some either wrestling going on or maybe a horse race in the morning. I don't know yet, but I'm going to play baseball again against G-Puck tomorrow. We'll see if the Astros can come out and maybe hit the ball for me. I don't know. Both teams was playing pretty well today, but he got me 4-2 earlier today. So 1-0. The Braves with G-Puck over me and the Astros. So we'll see how that goes. Up to 7 games if need be. And I'll just keep trying to get things new and try to keep things fresh on the channel. If you get tired of watching soccer, I'll try to throw something else out there. So till I'll see you again, my name's Rob. Stick with us, guys. Hang around, guys. It's not near over, and we just have to stick by your beliefs, stick by your laurels, and be good to one another. That's the main thing. They're saying now that the biggest time to watch Tabletop Earl. Oh, Tabletop Earl is cool. They're saying now that our biggest problem now is, people inside their own homes having problems with each other because we have to live with each other all the time. Me and my wife, we do our own thing. So you guys give everybody in your house a little bit of space. Give them a little bit of room. If they don't like you on a computer all the time, give them 5, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you got to do. And then come back to it again, whatever. But just try to enjoy life. That's hard to say and hard to do now, but do the best you can. My name's Rob. Thanks so much for watching my channel. I may pop up and watch Tabletop Earl too and see what he's got going on. And come back and join me tomorrow. I'll have some more stuff going on. Okay? God bless. Have a great one.